Loma arrival, Lima 13 Whiskey Foxtrot, with you at 32,700.
Making a right 360, Ethiopian 416 heavy.
Speedbird 8234, make a right 360. Loma arrival, Phoenix with 8 Whiskey Quebec, with you at 18,800. Making a right 360, General 264 heavy. Itero 1, make a right 360. Alitalia 56 Whiskey is 4 nautical miles southwest of Roma at 13,000 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 16 left at Roma. Aero Mexico 676, turn right heading 130. Making a right 360, Speedbird 8234. Itero 233 Super, frequency change approved, good day. Turn right heading 130, Aero Mexico 676.
Making a right 360, Atari 131 heavy.
Frequency change approved Itero 233 Super, good day.
Turn right heading 280, Golf Tango Uniform Romeo Kilo.
Phoenix 68 Whiskey Quebec is 7 nautical miles west of Aquino at 18,100 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 16 left at Roma.
Roma arrival, Oman Air 270 Whiskey Yankee, with you at 3,600.
Alitalia 56 Whiskey, due to heavy traffic, destination airport is not accepting incoming traffic at this time. KLI 1605 heavy, turn left heading 230. Singapore 365 Alpha heavy, request frequency change. Turn right heading 230, Air Portugal 128. Itero 42 Delta, contact Roma Tower on 127.62. Delta 66 heavy, reduce speed to 200 knots. Nordland 118 heavy, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Making a right 360, Lima 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Libyan 523, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved Libyan 523, good day.
Delta 66 heavy, turn right heading 070, descend and maintain 4,000.
Turn right heading 070, descend and maintain 4,000, Delta 66 heavy.
Sun Express 8 Whiskey Quebec, contact Roma direct on 119.2. Hotel Zulu Victor India Papa 1, contact Roma direct on 119.2. Contacting Roma direct on 119.2, Phoenix 8 Whiskey Quebec. General 264 heavy, contact Roma direct on 119.2.
Contacting Roma direct on
Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot, contact Roma direct on 119.
Contacting Roma direct on 119.2, Lima 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Itero 1 is 29 nautical miles southwest of Roma at 22,300 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 16 right at Roma. China Eastern 231 Alpha Kilo Heavy is 3 nautical miles east of Roma at 10,700 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 16 left at Roma.
Phoenix 8 Whiskey Quebec is 9 nautical miles south of Porcelain Air at 14,800 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 16 left at Roma. Hotel Zulu Victor India Papa 1, continue as filed, expect the ILS approach runway 16 left at Roma. Sun Express 8 Whiskey Quebec, continue as filed, expect the ILS approach runway 16 left at Roma.
Roger, Hotel Zulu Victor India.
Lima 13 Whiskey Foxtrot is 35 nautical miles southwest of Loma at 25,300 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 16 left at Loma.
Ethiopian 416 heavy is 13 nautical miles northwest of Frosinone Air at 80,000 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 16 left at Roma. General 264 heavy, requesting descent to flight level 320. Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot,
Roger, Lima 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Speedbird 8234, requesting descent to 9,000. Hotel Zulu Victor India Papa 1, descend and maintain 7,000. Sun Express 8 Whiskey Quebec, descend and maintain 7,000.
Descend and maintain 7,000. Hotel Zulu Victor India Papa 1.
Descend and maintain 7000, Phoenix 68 Whiskey Quebec. Ethiopian 416 Heavy, make a right 360. Making a right 360, Ethiopian 416 Heavy. Ebird 8234, descend and maintain 7000. Descend and maintain 7000, Ebird 8234. General 264 Heavy is 5 nautical miles northwest of Roma at 32,000 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Roma. Itero 1, make a right 360.
Making a right 360, Itero 1.
General 264 Heavy, turn left heading 290 and hold over Utheru at 10,000, right turn, do not exceed 230 knots. Roma Direct, Lufthansa 218, with you at 3,600. China Eastern 231 Alpha Kilo Heavy, descend and maintain 5,000.
Descend and maintain 5,000, China Eastern 231 Alpha Kilo Heavy.
Turn left heading 290 and hold over Utheru at 10,000, right turn, Wilco, General 264 Heavy.
Roma Direct, Air China 940 Heavy, with you at 3,000.
Lufthansa 218 is 4 nautical miles west of Roma at 4,600 feet, requesting radar vectors to Plouf and Frankfurt. Roma Direct, flying Bulgaria 777, with you at 32,900.
Roma Direct, Europa 1047, with you at 16,500.
Air China 940 Heavy is 8 nautical miles northwest of Roma at 3,700 feet, requesting radar vectors to Beijing capital.
China Eastern 231 Alpha Kilo Heavy, turn left heading 100, descend and maintain 6,000. Ebird 8234, reduce speed to 220 knots. Reduce speed to 220 knots, Ebird 8234. Air China 940 Heavy, unable at this time. Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot, descend and maintain 9,000.
Descend and maintain 9,000, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Hotel Zulu Victor India Papa 1, descend and maintain 6,000. Sun Express 8 Whiskey Quebec, descend and maintain 6,000.
Descend and maintain 6,000, Hotel Zulu Victor India Papa 1.
Descend and maintain 9,000, Europa 1047.
Lufthansa 218 is 9 nautical miles northwest of Roma at 10,100 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 25 left of Plouf and Frankfurt. Descend and maintain 6,000, Phoenix 68 Whiskey Quebec. Flying Bulgaria 777, continue as filed, expect the ILS approach runway 16 left at Roma. Aero Italia 67 Heavy, you're in an active airspace, please contact Roma Direct on 119.2. Ethiopian 416 Heavy, descend and maintain 9,000. Roger, flying Bulgaria 777. Sun Express 8 Whiskey Quebec, contact Roma arrival on 125.5. Hotel Zulu Victor India Papa 1, contact Roma arrival on 125.5.
Contacting Roma arrival on 125.5, Hotel Zulu Victor India Papa 1.
Ebird 8234, contact Roma arrival on 125.5. Itero 1, descend and maintain 7,000. Contacting Roma arrival on 125.5, Ebird 8234. Flying Bulgaria 777, turn right heading 070 and hold over Grosvenor Airport at 10,000, right turn, do not exceed 230 knots. Aero Italia 67 Heavy, descend and maintain 6,000. Descend and maintain 6,000, Aero Italia 67 Heavy. Turn right heading 070 and hold over Grosvenor Airport at 10,000, right turn, Wilco, flying Bulgaria 777. Itero 1, hold present position at 6,000, right turn, do not exceed 200 knots. Aero Italia 67 Heavy, reduce speed to 240 knots.
Holding present position at 6,000, right turns, Itero 1.
Reduce speed to 240. Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot, reduce speed to 220.
Reduce speed to 220 knots, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Itero 867 is 21 nautical miles south of Grosseto at 19,000 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Roma. Ethiopian 416 Heavy, turn right heading 210, descend and maintain 7,000. General 264 Heavy is 24 nautical miles southwest of Roma at 28,600 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Roma.
Turn right heading 210, descend and maintain 7,000, Ethiopian 416 Heavy.
Air China 940 Heavy, please check the user guide from the home screen for help using ADC instructions. Air China 940 Heavy, climb and maintain 11,000.
Climb and maintain 11,000, Air China 940 Heavy.
Itero 867, continue as filed. Continue as filed, Itero 867. General 264 Heavy, avoid sending duplicate messages. Itero 1, reduce speed to 220 knots.
Reduce speed to 220 knots. Itero 1.
Itero 867, descend and maintain 12,000. General 264 Heavy is 24 nautical miles southwest of Roma at 26,600 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Roma. Descend and maintain 12,000, Itero 867.
Roma direct, Qatari 131 Heavy, with you at 16,500.
Roma direct, Etihad 225 Victor Alpha Heavy, with you at 3,300.
I'm sorry, Air China 940 Heavy.
Roma direct, Ryanair 456, with you at 32,000.
Europa 1047, descend and maintain 5,000.
Descend and maintain 5,000, Europa 1047.
Ethiopian 416 Heavy, turn right heading 290.
Turn right heading 290, Ethiopian 416 Heavy.
Aero Italia 67 Heavy, reduce speed to 220 knots. Ryanair 456, continue as filed.
Continue as filed, Ryanair 456.
Reduce speed to 220 knots, Aero Italia 67 Heavy. Qatari 131 Heavy, turn right heading 090 and hold over Guidonia Air Airport at 9,000, left turn, do not exceed 230 knots. Roma direct, Ethiopian, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Fox.
Descend and maintain 6,000, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Etihad 225 Victor Alpha Heavy, radar contact.
Continue as filed, Itero 1.
Contacting Roma arrival on 125.5, Europa 1047.
Aero Italia 67 Heavy, descend and maintain 5,000. Descend and maintain 5,000, Aero Italia 67 Heavy. Ethiopian 416 Heavy, continue as filed. Ryanair 456, descend and maintain 14,000. Ethiopian 500 Heavy, continue as filed.
Continue as filed, Ethiopian 416 Heavy.
Continue as filed, Ethiopian 500 Heavy.
Descend and maintain 14,000, Ryanair 456.
Air China 940 Heavy, frequency change approved, good day. Lufthansa 218, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot, contact Roma arrival on 125.5.
Contacting Roma arrival on 125.5, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Hotel Zulu Victor India Papa 1, turn left heading 250.
Turn left heading 250, Hotel Zulu Victor India Papa 1.
Northland 118 Heavy, turn left heading 180, descend and maintain 3,000. Maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 16 left approach.
Turn left heading 180, descend and maintain 3,000, maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 16 left, Norland 118 Heavy.
Egypt Air 204 Heavy, turn left heading 190, maintain 3,000. Maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 16 left approach.
Turn left heading 190, maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 16 left, Egypt Air 204 Heavy.
KLM 1609, reduce speed to 200 knots.
Reduce speed to 200 knots, KLM 1609.
China Eastern 231 Alpha Kilo Heavy, turn left heading 230, descend and maintain 4,000.
Turn left heading 230, descend and maintain 4,000, China Eastern 231 Alpha Kilo Heavy.
Europa 1047, continue as filed, expect the ILS approach runway 16 right at Roma. Northland 118 Heavy, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. Speedbird 8234, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final.
Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final, Norland 118 Heavy.
Hotel Zulu Victor India Papa 1, reduce speed to 180 knots. Speedbird 8234, contact Roma Tower on 127.62. Contacting Roma Tower on 127.62, Speedbird 8234. Egypt Air 204 Heavy, Ryanair 13 Whiskey.
Descend and maintain 4,000, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Hotel Zulu Victor India Papa 1, descend and maintain 3,000.
Descend and maintain 3000. Hotel Zulu Victor India Papa 1. Itero 1 is 12 nautical miles southwest of Roma at 7,000 feet. Requesting aisles approach runway 16 right at Roma.
Aero Italia 67 Heavy, turn right heading 320, descend and maintain 4000.
Ethiopian 416 Heavy is 7 nautical miles southeast of Roma at 6,000 feet. Requesting ILS approach runway 16 left at Roma.
Turn right heading 320, descend and maintain 4000, Aero Italia 67 Heavy. Itero 1, continue as filed, expect the ILS approach runway 16 right at Roma. Itero 1, descend and maintain 4000.
Descend and maintain 4000, Itero 1.
Hotel Zulu Victor India Papa 1, turn left heading 180, maintain 3000, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot, reduce
speed to 200 knots, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Delta 1215 is 2 nautical miles southwest of Roma at 900 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Roma. China Eastern 231 Alpha Kilo Heavy, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final.
Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. China Eastern 231 Alpha Kilo Heavy.
KLM 1609, descend and maintain 4000.
Descend and maintain 4000, KLM 1609.
Rome arrival, Aero Mexico 1800 Heavy, with you at 29,600. Ethiopian 416 Heavy, continue as filed, expect the ILS approach runway 16 left at Roma. Delta 1215, due to heavy traffic, destination airport is not accepting incoming traffic at this time. Rome arrival, Air France 195, with you at 12,600. Delta 1215 is 5 nautical miles west of Roma at 2,800 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Pratica.
Roger, Ethiopian 416 Heavy.
KLM 1609, turn left heading 250.
Turn left heading 250, KLM 1609.
Delta 1215, requested airport is outside of coverage area. Proceed on course. Hotel Zulu Victor India Papa 1, contact Roma Tower on 127.62.
Contacting Roma Tower on 127.62. Hotel Zulu Victor India Papa 1.
Itero 867 is 24 nautical miles northwest of Roma at 7,100 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Roma. Sun Express 8 Whiskey Quebec, reduce speed to 180 knots. Roger, Delta 1215. KLM 1609, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 16 left at Roma. Itero 656 is 12 nautical miles southwest of Roma at 7,200 feet, requesting visual approach any runway at Roma.
Reduce speed to 180 knots. Sun Express 8 Whiskey Quebec. Roger, KLM 1609.
Aero Italia 67 Heavy, turn right heading 340. Turn right heading 340, Aero Italia 67 Heavy. Itero 867, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 16 left at Roma. Roger, Itero 867. Itero 656, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 16 left at Roma. Europa 1047, turn right heading 120. Roger, Itero 656.
Turn right heading 120, Europa 1047.
China Eastern 231 Alpha Kilo Heavy, contact Roma Tower on 127.62.
Contacting Roma Tower on 127.62. China Eastern 231 Alpha Kilo Heavy.
Itero 867, turn left heading 040, maintain 6,000.
Turn left heading 190, descend and maintain 3,000. Maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer. Clear aisles runway 16 left. Sun Express 8 Whiskey Quebec.
Roma arrival, Qatari 131 Heavy, with you at 7,100.
Turn left heading 070, maintain 6,000, Itero 656.
Turn left.
Ryanair 13 Whiskey Fox.
Turn right heading 030, maintain 4,000, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Reduce speed to 180 knots, Aero Italia 67 Heavy. Qatari 131 Heavy, continue as filed, expect the ILS approach runway 16 left at Roma. Qatari 131 Heavy, descend and maintain 5,000. Aero Italia 67 Heavy, turn left heading 250, descend and maintain 3,000.
Descend and maintain 5,000, Qatari 131 Heavy.
Turn left heading 250, descend and maintain 3,000, Aero Italia 67 Heavy. Itero 1, reduce speed to 200 knots.
Reduce speed to 200 knots. Itero 1.
KLM 1609, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final.
Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final, KLM 1609. Sun Express 8 Whiskey Quebec, request frequency change.
Aero Italia 67 Heavy, turn left heading 220. Sun Express 8 Whiskey Quebec, contact Roma Tower on 127.62. Europa 1047, contact Roma Tower on 127.62.
Contacting Roma Tower on 127.62, Phoenix 68 Whiskey Quebec.
Itero 1, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 16 right approach. Turn left heading 220, Aero Italia 67 Heavy.
Maintain 4000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 16 right. Itero 1.
Contacting Roma Tower on 127.62, Europa 1047.
Air France 195 is 16 nautical miles east of Guidonia Air at 11,800 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 16 left at Roma. Contacting Roma direct on 119.2, Air France 195. Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Turn right heading 070, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Ethiopian 416 Heavy, reduce speed to 200 knots. Reduce speed to 200 knots. Ethiopian 416 Heavy. Qatari 131 Heavy, please follow instructions. Qatari 131 Heavy, turn right heading 340.
Turn right heading 340, Qatari 131 Heavy.
KLM 1609, contact Roma Tower on 127.62. Itero 1, contact Roma Tower on 127.62.
Contacting Roma Tower on 127.62. Itero 1.
Contacting Roma Tower on 127.62, KLM 1609.
Itero 656, reduce speed to 200 knots. Reduce speed to 200 knots, Itero 656. Ethiopian 416 Heavy, turn left heading 240, descend and maintain 3000. Turn left heading 240, descend and maintain 3000. Ethiopian 416 Heavy. Itero 656, turn right heading 160, descend and maintain 4000. Roma arrival, Ethiopian 500 Heavy, with you at 9000. Turn right heading 160, descend and maintain 4000, Itero 656. Ethiopian 500 Heavy, continue as filed, expect the ILS approach runway 16 left at Roma. Roger, Ethiopian 500 Heavy. Ethiopian 500 Heavy, descend and maintain 5000. Descend and maintain 5000, Ethiopian 500 Heavy. Itero 867, descend and maintain 5000. Descend and maintain 5000, Itero 867. Itero 656, turn right heading 200. Itero 867, reduce speed to 200 knots. Turn right heading 200, Itero 656. Reduce speed to 200 knots, Itero 867. Aero Italia 67 Heavy, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 16 left at Roma. Ethiopian 416 Heavy, reduce speed to 180 knots. Reduce speed to 180 knots, Ethiopian 416 Heavy. Aero Italia 67 Heavy, turn left heading 190, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 16 left approach. Turn left heading 190, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 16 left, Aero Italia 67 Heavy. Is 6 nautical miles west of Roma at 5,000 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Roma. Continue as filed, expect the ILS approach runway 16 right at Roma. Roger. Itero 867, turn right heading 160, descend and maintain 4000.
Roma arrival, American 2861 Suta, with you at 15,000.
Turn right heading 160, descend and maintain 4000, Itero 867. Ethiopian 500 Heavy, reduce speed to 200 knots. Reduce speed to 200 knots, Ethiopian 500 Heavy. Ethiopian 416 Heavy, turn right heading 250.
2500.
Turn right heading 250, Ethiopian 416 Heavy.
Roma arrival, Itero 1226 Heavy, with you at 16,000. Itero 1226 Heavy is 22 nautical miles south of Grosseto at 15,900 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Roma.
Itero 867, turn right heading 210. Turn right heading 210, Itero 867. Ethiopian 416 Heavy, turn left heading 190, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 16 left approach. Itero 656, turn left heading 190, descend and maintain 3000. Turn left heading 190. Maintain 3000. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 16 left. Ethiopian 416 heavy.
Turn left heading 190, descend and maintain 3000, Itero 656. Itero 1226 heavy, contact Roma direct on 119.2. Aero Italia 67 heavy, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. Contacting Roma direct on 119.2, Itero 1226 heavy.
Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final.
Ryanair 13 with.
Turn right heading 220, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Turn right heading 240, Itero 867. Atari 123 Charlie Romeo, reduce speed to 180 knots. Reduce speed to 180 knots, Qatari 123 Charlie Romeo. Ethiopian 416 heavy, contact Roma Tower on 127.62. Iberia 649 is 13 nautical miles northwest of Roma at 11,100 feet, requesting visual approach any runway at Roma.
Contacting Roma Tower on 127.62, Ethiopian 416 heavy.
Iberia 649, contact Roma to Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Turn right heading 240, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Itero 656, maintain 170 knots until 5 mile final. Atari 123 Charlie Romeo, requesting descent to 3000. Itero 867, turn left heading 190, descend and maintain 3000. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 16 left approach. Maintain 170 knots until 5 mile final. Itero 656. Turn left heading 190, descend and maintain 3000. Maintain 3000 and Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot, turn right heading.
Turn right heading 250, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Qatari 123 Charlie Romeo, turn right heading 070. Turn right heading 070, Qatari 123 Charlie Romeo.
Roma arrival, Jordanian 515, with you at 22,300.
Jordanian 515, contact Roma direct on 119.2.
Contacting Roma direct on 119.2, Jordanian 515.
United 884 heavy is 27 nautical miles west of Roma at 18,300 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 16 right at Roma. Qatari 131 heavy, turn left heading 240, descend and maintain 4000.
Turn left heading 240, descend and maintain 4000, Qatari 131 heavy.
United 884 heavy, contact Roma direct on 119.2. Contacting Roma direct on 119.2, United 884 heavy. Ethiopian 500 heavy, reduce speed to 180 knots. Reduce speed to 180 knots, Ethiopian 500 heavy. Qatari 131 heavy, reduce speed to 180 knots. Roma arrival, Air France 195, with you at 5,400. Itero 656, contact Roma Tower on 127.62.
Reduce speed to 180 knots, Qatari 131 heavy.
Contacting Roma Tower on 127.62, Itero 656. Air France 195, continue as filed, expect the ILS approach runway 16 left at Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot, turn left heading 190, maintain 4000.
Turn left heading 190, maintain 4000, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 16 left, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Turn right heading 130, descend and maintain 3000. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 16 right, Qatari 123 Charlie Romeo. Etihad 776 is 4 nautical miles southwest of Roma at 7,100 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Roma. Qatari 131 heavy, turn left heading 200.
Roma arrival, Qatari 113, with you at 6,700.
Turn left heading 200, Qatari 131 heavy.
Etihad 776, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 16 left at Roma. Etihad 776, turn right heading 340, descend and maintain 5000. Turn right heading 340, descend and maintain 5000, Etihad 776. Ethiopian 500 heavy, turn left heading 250, descend and maintain 4000. Turn left heading 250, descend and maintain 4000, Ethiopian 500 heavy. Itero 867, contact Roma Tower on 127.62. Contacting Roma Tower on 127.62, Itero 867. Rome arrival, Aero Mexico 1800 Heavy, with US 6000.
Roger, Qatari 113.
Qatari 123 Charlie Romeo, you're aligned with the wrong runway. Please check runway assignment. Rome arrival, Itero 397, with US 7000. Turn right heading 190, maintain 3000, Qatari 123 Charlie Romeo. Qatari 131 Heavy, turn right heading 210.
Turn right heading 210, Qatari 131 Heavy.
Rome arrival, Itero 793, with you at 8000.
Aero Mexico 1800 Heavy, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 16 right at Roma.
Roger, Aero Mexico 1800 Heavy.
Roger, Itero 397.
Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final, Ryana 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Qatari 131 Heavy, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. Qatari 123 Charlie Romeo, request frequency change.
Maintain 180.
Ryanair 13 Whiskey Fox.
Contacting Roma Tower on 127.62, Ryana 13 Whiskey Foxtrot. Roma Tower, Ryana 13 Whiskey Foxtrot, inbound on the ILS runway 16 left.
Roma Tower, Qatari 123 Charlie Romeo, inbound on the ILS runway 16 right with information November. Qatari 123 Charlie Romeo, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot, wind 20.
Number 3, clear to land, runway 16 left, Ryana 13 Whiskey Foxtrot. Virgin 1, request permission to cross runway 16 right.
Virgin 1, cross runway 25, please expedite.
Crossing runway 25, Virgin 1.
Aegean 320 India Papa, wind 200 S6, runway 25, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 25, Aegean 320 India Papa.
Roma Tower, Qatari 131 Heavy is 13 nautical miles to the north at 2,800 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 16 left.
Lot 005 Echo Yankee, line up and wait runway 25.
Itero 722, request frequency change.
Line up and wait runway 25, Lot 005 Echo Yankee.
Qatari 131 Heavy, wind 200 at 6, number 3, runway 16 left, clear to land. Itero 722, contact Roma direct on 119.2.
Number 3, clear to land, runway 16 left, Qatari 131 Heavy.
Contacting Roma direct on 119.2, Itero 722.
Lot 005 Echo Yankee, wind 200 at 6, runway 25, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 25, Lot 005 Echo Yankee.
Aegean 320 India Papa, contact Roma direct on 119.2.
Contacting Roma direct on 119.2, Aegean 320 India Papa.
Sun Express 200, line up and wait runway 25. Line up and wait runway 25, Sun Express 200. Itero 867, when able turn right, contact ground on the taxiway. Wilco, Itero 867. Roma Tower, Ethiopian 500 Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 16 master. Roma Tower, you were not clear to enter the runway, please exit the runway.
500.
Roma Tower, Air Force 1891, ready for departure in sequence with runway 25, departing west.
Roma Tower, Virgin 1, ready for
300.
departure at runway 16 right, departing south.
Roma Tower, Aero Mexico 1800 Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 16 right with information after. Roma Tower, Air Portugal 128, ready for departure in
100.
sequence at runway 25, departing east. Virgin 1,
50.
runway 16 right.
30.
Roma Tower, Itero
20.
397, inbound on the ILS runway 16 right with information Oscar.
Roma Tower, Hotel Zulu Victor India Papa 1, ready for departure at runway 25, departing east.
Sun Express 200, wind 200 at 6, runway 25, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Line up and wait runway 16 right, Virgin 1.
Thank you, good day, Foxtrot Romeo Golf Golf Yankee.
Wilco, Lila 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Holding position, American 9471 Heavy. Virgin 1, please follow instructions or you will be reported. Qatari 123 Charlie Romeo, request frequency change. Virgin 1, line up and wait runway 16 right.
Line up and wait runway 16 right, Virgin 1.
Ethiopian 500 Heavy, wind 200 at 6, number 2, runway 16 left, clear to land. Aeromexico 1800 Heavy, wind 200 at 6, number 1, runway 16 right, clear to land. Air France 195 is on final runway 16 left. Roma Tower, Etihad 776 is 10 nautical miles to the north at 2,200 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 16 left. Air France 195, roger. Air France 195, wind 200 at 6, number 1, runway 16 left, clear to land. Roma Tower, Itero 681 Alpha Zulu Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 16 left. American 9471 Heavy, line up and wait runway 25. Number 1, clear to land, runway 16 left, Air France 195. Line up and wait runway 25, American 9471 Heavy. Roma Tower, wind 200 F6. Number 2, runway 16 left, clear to land. I'm sorry, American 9471 Heavy. Itero 397, wind 200 F6. Number 1, runway 16 right, clear to land. Roma Tower, Etihad 776 is not. Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot, contact Roma ground.
Contacting Roma ground on 121.72, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Air France 195, when able turn right and contact ground, please expedite, traffic on final. Scandinavian 087 Sierra Kilo, pushback approved, tail to the north.
Taxiing to Terminal 3.
Roma ground, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot, request taxi to gate 501 at the Terminal 2.
Pushback approved, tail to the north, central commuter. Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot, taxi to Terminal 2 gate 501 via Delta.
Taxiing to Terminal 2 gate 501 via Delta, Charlie, Delta, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Turkish 1923, pushback approved, tail to the south. Roma ground, Air France 195, request taxi to parking. Roma ground, flying Bulgaria 777, ready for pushback. Flying Bulgaria 777, pushback approved, tail to the south. Air France 195, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxi to parking, Air France 195. Roma ground, Cargolux 676, ready for pushback with information Oscar. Cargolux 676, pushback approved, tail to the north. Pushback approved, tail to the north, Cargolux 676.
Roma ground, Etihad 208 Heavy, ready for pushback, requesting runway 25.
Roma ground, Itero 397, request taxi to gate 711 at the Terminal 3. Roma ground, Central Commuter 398 Kilo, ready to taxi with information Oscar. Itero 397, taxi to Terminal 3 gate 711 via Alta, right.
Roma ground, Singapore 000 Heavy, ready for pushback.
Etihad 208 Heavy, pushback approved, tail to the north.
Pushback approved, tail to the north, Etihad 208 Heavy.
Singapore 000 Heavy, pushback approved, tail to the south. Taxiing to Terminal 3 gate 711 via Alta, Mike, Itero 397.
Pushback approved, tail to the south, Singapore 000 Heavy.
Roma ground, Swiss 777 Super, ready for pushback, requesting runway 34 left.
Roma ground, American 239 Heavy, ready for pushback, requesting runway 16 right.
Roma ground, Lufthansa 380, ready for pushback. Central Commuter 398 Kilo, taxi to runway 25, contact tower when ready.
Roma ground, Turkish 1923, ready to taxi.
Roma ground, Swiss 777 Super, ready for pushback, requesting runway 34 left.
Lufthansa 380, pushback approved, tail to the north.
Roma ground, Ryanair 001 Foxtrot Romeo, ready for pushback.
Swiss 777 Super, pushback approved, tail to the north. Pushback approved, tail to the north, Lufthansa 380.
Roma ground, American 239 Heavy, ready for pushback, requesting runway 16 right.
Give way to aircraft, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Ryanair 001 Foxtrot Romeo, pushback approved, tail to the east. American 239 Heavy, pushback approved, tail to the south.
Pushback approved, tail to the south, American 239 Heavy.
Roma ground, Air China 159, ready for pushback.
Turkish 1923, taxi to runway 25, contact tower when ready. Roma ground, Lufthansa 380, ready to taxi to runway 25.
Roma ground, Swiss 777 Super, ready to taxi.
Air China 159, hold position.
Roma ground, Etihad 208 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 25.
Roma ground, Ryanair 001 Foxtrot Romeo, ready for pushback.
Roma ground, flying Bulgaria 777, ready to taxi.
Holding position, Air China 159.
Roma ground, Cargolux 676, ready to taxi to runway 25 with information Oscar. Flying Bulgaria 777, taxi to runway 25, contact tower when ready. Ethiopian 500 Heavy, expect progressive taxi instructions. Taxiing to runway 25, flying Bulgaria 777. Roma ground, Itero 681 Alpha Zulu Heavy, request taxi to gate 709 at the Terminal 3.
Roma ground, Singapore 000 Heavy, ready to taxi.
Roger, Ethiopian 500 Heavy.
Roma ground, Swiss 77. Roma ground, Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot, request taxi to gate 503 at the Terminal 2.
Turkish 1923, hold position.
Roma ground, Thai 177, ready for pushback. Roma ground, Swiss 777 Super, ready to taxi.
Swiss 777 Super, taxi to runway 25, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 25, Swiss 777 Super.
Flying Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Taxiing to Terminal 2 Gate 503 via Ryanair 13 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Ryanair 001 Foxtrot Romeo, pushback approved, tail to the north. Thank you, good day, Itero 397. Sesh 1792 Sierra Charlie Heavy, pushback approved, tail to the south.
Roma ground, American 239 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 16 right. Roma ground, Itero 371, ready for pushback.
Ethiopian 500 Heavy, taxi to Terminal 3 Gate 603 via Hotel, Sierra. Turkish 1923, taxi to runway 25, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to Terminal 3 Gate 603 via Hotel, Sierra, Ethiopian 500 Heavy.
Roma ground, Ryanair 2718, ready for pushback.
Flying Bulgaria 777, taxi to runway 25, contact tower when ready.
Roma ground, Qatari 113, request taxi to gate 507 at the Terminal 2. Pushback approved, tail to the north, Itero 371.
American 239 Heavy, taxi to runway 16 right, hold short of 725.
Holding position, Thai 177. Roma ground, Alitalia 792, request taxi to gate 410 at the Terminal 1.
Taxiing to runway 16 right, will hold short of 725, American 239 Heavy.
Singapore 000 Heavy, taxi to runway 25, contact tower when ready. Roma ground, Cargolux 676, ready to taxi with information Oscar. Etihad 208 Heavy, taxi to runway 25, contact tower when ready. Air China 159, pushback approved, tail to the south. Ryanair 2718, pushback approved, tail to the north.
Pushback approved, tail to the south, Air China 159.
Pushback approved, tail to the north, Ryanair 2718.
Roma ground, Ryanair 303 Foxtrot Romeo, ready for pushback. Etihad 776, taxi to Terminal 3 Gate 706 via Delta, Hotel, Sierra, Mike.
Roma ground, Sichuan 028 Sierra Charlie Heavy, ready for pushback with information Papa, requesting runway 25.
Continue taxi, Ethiopian 500 Heavy. Aero Italia 6969 Heavy, pushback approved.
American 239 Heavy, request permission.